story. We, in fact, have some more breaking inputs coming in. CNN News 18 has now accessed the centre's review plea in the Delhi versus Centre Tussle over control of services. The centre has said in its application seeking reference to the larger bench was not considered. The centre says reference was sought due to conflict between Supreme Court's 2018 verdict. The centre says present verdict is contrary to the 1996 nine-judge bench verdict as well. For more details, let's quickly go across to our legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar joining me live on this newscast. Ananya, we just heard what Abhishek Manu Singhvi has to say. He's saying that the 2018 verdict was in fact a constitutional one. Then why is the review petition in fact quoting the 2018 verdict and not to forget the 1996 one?
Well, definitely there are a lot of loopholes that the centre has highlighted in this particular judgment of the Supreme Court. And remember that this judgment comes on the same day when the central government brought in an ordinance and changed the whole judgment of the Supreme Court 5-judges Constitution bench, clearly giving all the powers to the Lieutenant Governor of the Delhi, setting up an authority called the National Capital NCCSA with regards to the Chief Minister being the chairperson of that committee, quorum to be 2 members, and this ordinance giving an absolute power to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi to make transfers and postings and all the matters regarding the vigilance and non-vigilance incidental matters with regards to the services in nature. Now, this centre's review petition is something that is a very, very important aspect. Now, the central government says that it had asked for a reference to a 9-judges bench because there is already a 2018 verdict that was there, and there was a 1996 9-judges bench verdict that needs to be viewed in order to see as to whether the services come under the GNCTD or the central government. Secondly, it also goes on to say that there is error on the part of on the face of this particular judgment, wherein a lot of things were not considered. The centre's submissions at some point of time were not considered when the Constitution bench actually delivered the verdict. They also go on to say that the Union Territory of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, that is the GNCTD, is actually a specific and as an extraordinary union territory because remember, and it has also been said in that particular ordinance that has been brought in by, in fact, by the central government, by the assent of the President, that the Union Territory of Delhi houses the Prime Minister, the President and the topmost dignitaries of the country, and that's the reason why in fact certain things shall remain with the central government. In fact, it also goes on to say that adjudication of this particular issue, ignoring the 1996 verdict and also the 2018 verdict by in fact the Constitution bench of the Supreme Court, is something that is an immediate error and an erroneous error and must be reviewed by the Supreme Court. Now, remember, the review petitions are generally heard in chambers. They are not heard in the open court unless and until there is an application there that says that the matter needs to be heard day to day. Now, what we also know from our sources in the Aam Aadmi Party is that Aam Aadmi Party is also going to file a fresh petition challenging this particular ordinance which has been passed by the central government.
But I believe, Ananya, this entire matter will only now gain traction in July as far as Aam Aadmi Party's petition is concerned, because remember, it is in July now that the courts will reopen.
Well, definitely it is in July because remember that the Constitution bench will have to review it, and most probably the 5 judges won't be able to sit during the term of the vacation. Now, another important aspect, Akansha, is that this ordinance is ordinances are a special law. They are and the para 95 of the judgment of the Supreme Court clearly goes on to say that this judgment will operate when there in absence of a law, and since there is not a law, the services go with the Delhi government. Also says
I'm sorry, Ananya, we are running short of time and I need to in fact cut into a short break. Many thanks to you for putting that entire controversy and the news story into perspective for us, and with that I slip into a quick break. Thank you so much for watching CNN News 18.